there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, 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 very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description. So today we need to discuss the similarities between Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9 and the dumpster fire that Love and Marriage Huntsville has turned into. Let's talk about it, you guys. Season 9, of course, was Carlos King's last season being the producer on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That also was Phaedra's last season, and Portia had got demoted because of RAPE gate, in which Phaedra had told Portia allegedly that Candy was, trying to Bill Cosby people and all the things, and that she had a sex dungeon and all the things and everything else. And it completely exploded. Candy ended up sending a cease and desist. And then, because Candy didn't know originally where it came from, because I don't believe it was explicitly said on camera by Phaedra. It was Portia that was saying it all season to people. And so nonetheless, we get to the reunion, and Candy finds out that this all started from Phaedra, allegedly. And depending on who you believe, it sounded like it was cut out, it was edited out. That Phaedra may have thrown production under the bus. That she was encouraged to say such things. Make it make sense. You still have the option to not say anything. But nonetheless, Real Housewives of Atlanta has not been the same. It has not been the same since, in part because there was no conclusion to that storyline, because nobody wanted to film with Phaedra after that. And then it took a while for Candy and Portia to kind of get back on a decent foot and everything else. And it's just been awkward ever since, you guys. It has been awkward ever since. I say all that to say that we have another scandal involving Carlos King, involving a sensitive topic, involving something of a sexual nature, involving something of somebody trying to do something mischievous and devious to what the whole purpose is of trying to hurt and humiliate somebody. And thinking that if you humiliate them to the point of no return, and you guys covered up this revenge pee. And the thing that sucks about this, the worst part about this wasn't even the angle you guys were going to go. You guys knew that it was Mel and Tell, but you guys, according to Destiny on that reunion, you guys were going to spin this as Mel and another man. And this is how Mel gets down, and this is how Mel is for the streets, right? See all the projection going on? Everything y'all have said about Mel. Why does it come out that it's actually you that are all these things? That it is you that is doing all of these things? Can you make it make sense? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, you guys. I feel like this is deja vu. I feel like I've been transported back to Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9, where there's this clear divide amongst this cast, and we have cast members seeing how low can they go to get a viral scene on the show, and it backfires every single time. Because how can you sit here, TISHA, and say that you like fun shade, but then in the next breath, you are accusing one of your co-stars on the show of being GAY, which is news to everyone else. And taking it a step further, that this was allegedly in college at least, and a step further that Marceau apparently knew the government names of these alleged men and was naming them. In a deleted scene at that Dollar General, no, not Dollar General, I'm not even going to give it that respect, Dollar Tree version of the field day that y'all had in this previous episode that aired. But I can't stress enough the glaring similarities. It is very scary, you guys.
And this is what happens on these Carlos King productions. It's like, how heinous can we get? How low can we get? How inappropriate can we get? How vile can we get? How nasty can we get? And it's always at the expense, you guys, of the black woman. It is always at the expense of the black woman. Somehow, Maurice is innocent. It looks like a victim of a DUI when he was the one who decided, under the influence of sorts, to get behind the wheel. And then make a mockery of a DUI by immediately driving a Lambo and celebrating with alcohol in your hand and everybody shouting "Free Reese." Then you have Martell, who was not only arrested but was convicted of Revenge P, third-degree DV harassment. And you guys are still acting like it's no big deal. It was just a text message. Although now the spin is you and Marceau, TISHA, are now saying it actually is a video. And that the cast has seen the video. And that only the boys have seen whatever videos or pictures that Martell shows of the baby mama. Of the side chick. Make it make sense? But we can't move forward, just like Real Housewives of Atlanta could not move forward when you go this far and then you go to these lengths to protect the black men on the show and make the black men on this show untouchable and make all of the black men on this show look like victims and look like all the black women are the ones causing all the chaos, causing all of the drama. When this was spearheaded by none other than Martell. So Maurice, are you going to call TISHA too and tell her that she misspoke about the Revenge P as well? Are you going to give her a phone call and tell her that the same way that you said on Mr. Mondays a couple of weeks ago that Marceau misspoke about the Revenge P? Are you going to go that far in your hatred for Mel because you're pissed about the lawsuit allegedly? Like, I'm just trying to figure out where we go from here. How is Mel supposed to feel comfortable seeing these clowns after this has been exposed? That pretty much the entire cast and probably production and probably all types of strangers and these people's relatives that have seen this video. And here's the thing, TISHA didn't say that it was just one video of Mel and Tel. She made it seem like there's multiple intimate images and video of Mel and Tel, which makes this even worse and even more disgusting. It's bad enough that you're even seeing one, but these guys sitting around, this cast sitting around, wanting to look at Mel and look at her in her most intimate moment just with someone, like, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with y'all? And it makes sense the way y'all check out Mel now. It makes total sense. And it makes sense the level of hatred and nasty behavior that Kimmy, Letitia, and Destiny possess in the presence of Melody Cherie Rogers. This is so disgusting. And I can't believe Carlos King glossed over this and pretended that it didn't happen. There is more being revealed on these Mr. Mondays than there are on your episodes, Carlos King, which is a disaster, which is a huge problem. But this is how you roll. This is how you roll. You're going to protect your faves. You're going to let the crazy kids run the asylum and everything else. And then you're going to pretend like you don't know what went wrong. You're going to pretend that you were not as involved with the show anymore. You're going to pretend that you weren't expecting any of this. No. This is embarrassing. This is going to be another stain on your career, Carlos King, because how do you have multiple reality shows that the stain of your career when you were producer is a sex scandal? Is something associated with a sex scandal of sorts? One where a rumor was spread that got out of hand, and another where Revenge P is being distributed. And even somebody got arrested and convicted. And now after the fact, now that it actually, they got exposed, or Martell was, turned on them, now all of a sudden they want to confirm all these things. But you were sitting there on the mute challenge when it was Bash Mel season, when it was Lie on Mel season, when it was Call Mel a Cheater season. Y'all were nowhere to be found. And you guys kept going up for Martell. You kept saying how good of a man he is, even though you knew that he was showing you guys revenge P. And y'all continued. Mel told y'all she didn't want to talk about Martell. She didn't want to be in scenes with Martell. And y'all kept bringing up Martell. As if Mel wants to relive her ex in any scene she films with you. And then y'all tried to play on camera like y'all didn't believe, why Mel would, go to the magistrate and have a warrant out for Martell's arrest. When deep down, you guys knew from the beginning. Y'all know from the start. But like I said, this is, on the level for me of the scandal of Real Housewives of Atlanta, of Carlos's last season. Because here's the problem. When you have no creative thoughts on how to properly produce a show and how to properly, exhibit a storyline, instead of trying to bring up alleged rumors and alleged tea from yesteryear and having the same arguments, the same rumors being repeated over and over and over again. This is the level of disgusting and trash that the show turns into, you guys. There is no black excellence. There is no celebration of black entrepreneurs. There is no black millionaires that are on this show, on this type of display. Well, one quit, and there's only the one left. The one that's left, you guys decided that you're going to watch revenge P on her. You're going to treat her like crap. You are going to big up her ex-husband until he turns on you. Knowing how foul Martell has always been, knowing how Martell talked to Mel and how he treated Mel, and y'all sat there and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now when it is time to turn the spotlight on you and your 304 phase is out here in the streets, now it is go time. Now it is GAY allegations. Now you have all this stuff to say all of a sudden. Even more than what you've ever said on the show. Except for, like I said in my previous video, it has led to nothing but backlash and negativity. Because this is the default for certain people. When things do not go their way, let's call somebody GAY. Let's make fun of somebody's size of their, manhood. Make it make sense. You got gassed up by your mom, got gassed up by your husband, and got set up by Carlos King. And y'all don't even see it. That's why I said, y'all don't even see that Carlos King is using y'all. Carlos King is using y'all, and you do not see it. You don't see it at all. And you guys don't realize that Carlos King is loyal to nobody but himself. And Carlos King is going to make sure that you guys experience the brunt of this backlash. And he's going to flip this around to make Martell the victim, you guys. And he is going to flip this around to make sure whatever team Martell does have, it's either going to come out via TISHA K or it's either going to come out on the show. TISHA, you just saved Martell's job. See, you and Marceau thought y'all were smart by saying you were done with Martell and you were never going to film with him again and the friendship is over. Except for you now have people who can't stand Martell feeling sorry for him and want y'all off the show. Carlos King isn't giving up Martell. So it's going to be interesting, you know, how you guys pretend to get along with Martell moving forward. And after this expose, Martell's probably going to go nuclear. It's not going to be if he goes nuclear, it's going to be when he goes nuclear. And we're going to have to wait and see, you know, what happens. But y'all basically just said that, hey, we're willing to sell our souls at this point if it makes us the star of the show. And this show is riddled in nothing but scandal and chaos. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.